Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh my
How
god.
are
Wow, I'm totally dorking out. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Oh my gosh, no, no. I feel the same.
It's so funny because, you feel like you know people after, first watching their videos, and I don't know about you, we'll get into it, but, and then kinda getting to know them online, like, virtually and messaging, and you see posts and you get to know their dolls. I actually realize I know people's dolls sometimes more than their faces. Right? But then once you actually talk, you're like, "Oh my gosh, it's amazing." It's the same thing whenever, like doll meets and stuff, when you actually meet someone in person and you get to put that person with those dolls, with that face. Anyway,
It's true though.
it
It's
feels like
true.
it's old.
It's like even with me, when I see certain customs, I already know. I'm like, I already know who did that one. I'm like, even
Exactly.
though they don't even say who it is, I'm like, I already know whose doll that belongs to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, how are you? How are you?
I'm doing good. And you, oh my
Yeah.
God, it must be. Is it 5 in the morning for you right now?
It's actually 9. It's 9. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
I feel better.
No, it would not be 5 a.m. No, this would not be happening.
I know. Okay, good, good, good. Thank God. Okay, I feel better.
I'm not a morning person. I don't know about you. I'd much rather stay up super late playing Animal Crossing, looking at doll pictures than than ever get up early. Do you have to get up
No,
early
I
for work? Oh, I suppose you're probably virtual now too, right?
for now, yes.
That's good.
God, thank God, blessed because before I was in the middle of all COVID-19 patients, so I was
Yeah.
always on edge because
You got a
where
baby at
I'm
home.
at currently, I could be in any hospital.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm licensed. I'm a licensed social worker, so they have a station wherever there's like someone with mental health
Yeah, yeah.
crisis. So I was surrounded by folks that had COVID, probably didn't even know they had
Oh my
COVID.
gosh, exactly.
I mean, it was insane. So when they told us that we could finally work from home, I was like, oh my God, thank God.
Oh my gosh. And they waited long, I'm sure, like
Yes, yes.
my day job is working for a financial services firm, and they pulled the plug really fast. And this is California, so they were like, "Okay, everybody stay at home." They didn't even think about it. I was like, "Wait a minute, we don't even know if this is serious." Just kidding. I'm a total germaphobe. I was like, "I'm going nowhere. I am uniquely qualified for this situation."
No, I'm glad. I'm glad that's good because then they care about their employees. That's good. I
I
appreciate
know.
companies like that. That's good.
Me too. Me too. Anyway, sorry, I don't want to talk about it. We're here to talk about the fun stuff, dolls. Um, and so I didn't really do a proper introduction, but people know who you are. If people watching Omochacon sounds so next year, I need like a team of branding experts to come up with a name, and hopefully it'll be in person. But welcome, Scarlett of
Thank
Scarlett B.
you.
Everybody knows you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, we never got to really talk about this, but, I started collecting pull-ups like 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. And like everybody else who's like, am I really going to spend 100 and something dollars on a doll? I'd like to know what I'm getting. Is it good quality? Like that pretty face, so of course I'm Googling and you just kept coming up, right? And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there were a ton of people doing pull-up doll reviews.
No, at
You know what I
all,
mean?
at all. I could give you a little story if you like on
Yeah,
how
give
that.
it, give it. How did this happen?
So this, oh my gosh, I've been collecting Pullip, I think, since 2002, if I'm not mistaken. It's been, oh my gosh,
Oh my gosh.
so many years. To give you a little bit, yeah, to give you a little story. So basically, how did I discover Pullip? You're gonna be like, how in the world did this happen?
Yeah.
One day, I was at a doctor's office. I was, in the lobby. You know how they have those magazines that you could just, look
Yeah.
at when you're
Yeah.
waiting. So I was looking through this magazine, and then to be honest with you, I can't remember if it was a website being advertised or if it was, I have no idea. And then
Mhm.
I see a picture of a Pullip doll and I see a picture of a Blythe doll. And that was the moment where I was like, what? is this? Like, I need to find. I'm like looking. I'm pretending like this is a magazine. I was like, what is this? I need to
Yeah.
find out what this is. I'm like, this is. I can't remember which pull-up it was. I can't remember which one it was, and I was like, I need to. As soon as I get home, mind you, at that time, did I even have a cell phone? I don't even think I had a
Right.
cell phone.
Right.
I said, when I get home, I'm gonna get on my computer and find out more. I went
Yeah.
and I remember the first website that came out, I think it was
Mhm.
valueofthedolls.com. And that's when I saw there was a couple of dolls and I remember just looking at I think it was Pullip Red Riding Hood and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what that is. It looks so cute. I'm like, wait, I need to learn more about that.
Yeah.
Couldn't find anything anywhere at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um couldn't find anything. So then I was like, I saw the price at that point, they were 80 something dollars. And I was like, oh my God, that's a lot
That's
of
a
money.
lot
This
of
was like in
money.
2002. I'm like,
That's
80
so
something. I was like, I'm like, I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm just gonna, get it.
yeah.
buy, buy the doll. I don't wanna be, judged at that point. My mom, when I was growing up, she always knew that I always have a thing with dolls. Even since I was a kid. I'll tell you a little bit more about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But so then I ordered this doll I got it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so pretty."
Yeah.
I'm like, "She's so fragile, but so pretty."
Yeah.
And basically, that's where it began. So then I bought her. Then I bought Pullip out, the one with the polka dot dress.
Yeah, yeah.
And at that point, I wasn't even thinking about videos. I wasn't even think. I don't even know if YouTube even existed at that
Right.
point, to be honest. But I wasn't really thinking about all of that. And so, just had them in my collection. At that point, I was only collecting Sailor Moon stuff. So I had like Sailor Moon, and then I had two Pullip dolls. Didn't really do much with it. Then I remember becoming, I'll be honest, a lot of people don't know this, becoming a little overwhelmed. Because,
Overwhelmed,
yes,
okay?
overwhelmed because there were so many being released. At that point, you don't really have a job at this point. I was like in and out of jobs. And I was like, you know what? I'll give these two dollars to someone that would appreciate it. So I actually sold those two at livejournal.com. And I know that one of them went to Klein. So Klein, if you're watching this, you have my Little Red Riding Hood. I'm glad I'm glad you have her.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Yes. But I remember I sold them, but then I missed them. A couple of years later, then I went and I saw what was it? Pullip Harley Quinn. I think that's the
Oh,
one
yeah,
I
yeah.
later. And I said, oh my God, I need to go back. So I started
Pulled you back in like the mafia.
yes. Body part, but then this time I realized, wait a minute, the body changed. At that point, I think it was a type 4 body, but
Okay.
Red Riding Hood was a type 2.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a minute, what happened here? So I started Googling. This is where the Googling happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Couldn't find anything. I said, you know what? Let me look on YouTube. Went on YouTube, and then I saw a bunch of videos, but they were all unboxing videos of certain
Sure.
dolls in French, in
Yeah.
Italian, in every
Yeah.
other language. And
Right.
I was like, uh, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I said, there has to be somewhere where I could find something.
Right.
I remember finding Klein's website. Her website is very informative,
Oh,
about the
yeah.
releases.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is great. But I was still not seeing at that point, more about their outfits, the quality.
Right.
So
Some movement. Yeah.
I was kind of like, what do I where do I go? So then I came up with this at that point I thought it was crazy idea. I'm like, oh my God, people are never gonna watch me. I was like, this is not
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I'm doing it for me. I came up with this idea where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about them. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm just gonna talk about them and let's see where it goes. So I'm like, every
Yeah.
time I get a new one, we'll just talk about it. So whoever
Yeah.
wants to watch, they'll watch. So then I remember at that time thinking, how do I talk about a review? I'm like, who could I learn from? Because that was another thing I was looking at back then. A lot of people don't know this, so you're the first one to know. What do I learn? How do I talk about a dog? Or how do I review a dog that doesn't seem like I'm being biased and I'm being neutral?
Right, right.
So then one of the people that I would always look at for reviews, funny enough, it wasn't for dogs. It was actually for makeup. It's this young lady. To this day, I still watch her. Well, she does blogging now. Her name is Temptalia.com. She does a lot of makeup reviews.
Okay.
So I remember reading her reviews on how she would talk about the lipstick quality or palette quality, and I said, you know what? I could do the same thing. I'll
Yeah.
just talk about the
That's
face, about their stuff,
the quality of
about
the
their
stock.
body, their weight,
Yep.
everything. I said, you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh my gosh, this is completely new territory.
Yes.
That's
And
so
so
awesome.
I did it, and I have to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting anyone to watch.
Yeah.
So when I started seeing, folks commenting and saying, "Oh my God, thank you," I was like, "Wait a minute, you guys really need this." I think.
You
I'm
had
like,
no
"For real?"
idea.
I'm like, "This is actually helping you." I said, "Okay, so let's do it." Like, what do I have to lose? I'm doing it
Right.
for fun.
You're collecting them anyway.
Yeah, so I'm like, might as well. Like maybe there's someone out there thinking like me, like, should I get this doll or not get the doll? So I
Yeah.
said, let's do it. So that's how I came out.
That's an awesome story. I mean, you certainly paved the way for me, but it was very similar. I decided that I was grown and nobody was going to tell me that I couldn't have this because I'm assuming you're like me. I've always loved dolls and toys
Yeah.
like and I never really outgrew it. But when you go through your 20s, you're like I'm grown up. I've got bills to pay. I don't have time
Yeah,
for dolls. And I remember
yeah.
thinking, "Oh, I'd never spend $20 on a doll." So long ago. And then I just decided I'm a grown up, I have a real job, and I can afford this. And I started looking at Blythes, and I just kept thinking it just wasn't for me at the
Hmm.
time. But then something popped up, and it was Alice, Mint Alice Desjardins, and I went, what is that? And just like you, I'm at this point there is YouTube, and I'm looking, and you were the only one and then what happened was I would see other dolls, you fall down the rabbit hole and I would search on YouTube and there's you again and there's you again. If I'm lucky, there's a review, but it's somebody unboxing and you can't see any, the lighting's
Hmm.
bad. And, you know, and I realized I love your reviews. I know what I'm looking at, but man, it'd be great if there were more, what I wanted to see different people's take. I didn't care if it was in French or whatever. I just wanted to see the doll in different light. And especially if there were dolls you didn't have, I thought, I'm just going to do this. And at the time super shy. So, like, I don't know about your first reviews, but mine were like, so this is Pullip Catwoman, and like, can't make eye contact, shaking, you know.
No, talking about the first review, believe it or not, I still remember it because I was using this old camera. I think it was my mom's old camera that she had just left in her drawer for years.
Yeah,
So my big anxiety, to be honest with you, that first video was, did this thing even record?
right. Did this
Because it
even
was
work?
literally one of those old portable, I think it was like a Canon camera, like in
Yeah,
silver. It was like very like the I'm telling you, just to figure out how to put record on it was like so many menus you had to go to just do that. So I remember just like talking. I'm like, okay, I feel like a weirdo. I'm talking to a camera.
right. Yeah,
So
about
for
dolls.
me, yeah. So for me, it was kind of like, one, is this recording, and two, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. Is anybody even going to watch this? Am I just throwing
Yeah.
this into the abyss? I know.
So my
Same.
anxiety was a little bit more with that, with the, is anyone even going to care or want
Yeah.
to see this? Even though if they, let's say hypothetically, no one ever did,
Yeah.
I still would have probably done it.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Well, because I think we did it from our own needs. Like I just thought, man, if I'm rewatching your videos again and again to see like the angle of the stock and the wig cap and all that, if I'm looking for it, other people are looking for it too. Don't even get me started on people doing custom reviews. Oh my gosh, it's like rabbit hole too.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes,
your
yes.
elf doll. Oh my god. Did you get two of them or just one?
Which one? I'm sorry.
Is it Next Bet? Is that one of your latest ones? I remembered it was a Next Bet.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my god.
I actually have a couple. Let me see. Could I? Oh my gosh, they're up here. So wait, let me move her a little bit. I'm gonna show you. So she's gonna be happy to see this, and I'm gonna be very happy to show her. Actually, I'm gonna show you two mirror ones I got. So I have two new girls. So this is a custom by Julia.
Yes.
Being tiny.
Oh my gosh.
I need to review her. She is like the bomb.com. I
Please. Oh my
absolutely
gosh. She
love
shows really well.
Yes. I love her, love her, love her. And then from Natalie Miller, or we should say Arts. Oh my goodness, she's not gonna
Yes.
like me right
Art
now.
for Loving Heart. Art
Yes,
for Loving Heart.
thank
Yes, I
you.
talked to them. They were amazing.
So yes,
Oh
I
my
just received
gosh.
this beauty recently, and she is just
The
she's
purple
beautiful.
is
I'm telling you, this
beautiful.
video is not going to do any justice, but
I know. I know.
so
That's ooh, so you're gonna review those next? Ooh,
yes,
sneaky
yes.
peek.
So these are two other girls that I received recently. So yes, I I'll be honest with you. This whole time I was like, I am not doing the whole buying customs. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm
Mhm.
not
Mhm. Yeah.
doing it.
Mhm.
But you see where that went.
So once you, I can't remember what was my first. I was a Neria Pozo custom, and just the way artists like package them, you never know what you're gonna get, right? Like, who is the Aniva Queen? Like, for instance, she is
Yes.
one of her packaging is out of control. Sharon, out of control. Like the boxes, the whole presentation
No, it's just
is
oh my gosh. And that's when I first opened I'm like having hiccups. When I first opened the next bet doll, I was like,
yeah,
oh my God, like this
right.
is like beautiful. This is treasure. Like this is like I didn't
It's
even want to take her
art.
out
It's
because it's
art.
so
I
perfect.
know. I'm always like, do I display the box too with the doll so people
Yes.
can get a feeling? I hear you. Well, I actually thought that for this video, because we don't get to talk about this too often, and I'm like the Facebook group and stuff, which is where a lot of the conversation happens. I'm more an observer than anything. I'm not really out there going, I hate this stuff. But since it's just us girls, I thought we could talk about the stock releases from Groove because I
Mm.
feel like since last year they've kind of really amped up their game.
Wow, who are you telling?
Right? Are you like, "Oh my gosh, okay, take out
I
a
was
second
like,
mortgage?" Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
like just to say this, because I know some folks probably think this, some people probably think, okay, Scarlett just buys every single pull-up. That's not accurate. I actually buy the ones that I want.
Yeah.
It's not one of those things that, oh, I'm just buying just to do a review. No, I
Right.
always told myself, if I were to remain in this hobby, which I've been here strong many years now,
Yeah, you have.
I'm going to do it because I love it. So I'm going to remain
Yeah.
in the hobby because I love the hobby, and I'm going to buy a doll because I want the doll and I love the doll, not because someone else is. That's not
Right.
what it's about.
Exactly.
So funny enough that you mentioned that because every time there's a new release, I'm like, oh my god, please don't let it. One, I'm like, please don't let it be like $200. That's one thing. The
I
price. Please
know.
don't let this be
Please
like
don't let it like
breaking
allure
the
up.
bank.
Ay, yeah.
Yes, and then the second one, I'm thinking, oh my god, please don't let me like it. I hope there's only just one release this month because I
Right?
can't do it.
I know. Well, this one is My Melody and Eclata. I was like, "Oh, great.
Oh,
There
those
goes
are mine.
there goes a car note."
Yes, so
I
I'm
don't
with
need to
you
eat.
on that. Like this year, Groove, if you guys are watching this, you guys have done a great job.
Exactly. No, but that's not to say it's not without their mistakes, because lately
Yes,
I've seen a couple of, "Ooh, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, wait, that's canceled. Wait, what's happening?" So I feel like there's a lot of activity, good
yes,
and not so great. So anyway, let me see if I can share. I was actually gonna start with Pullip Étoile from, the dark version, that Don Meal. Can you see this?
yes.
Because, even though she came out in December, in the US, we got her in January.
Yay.
She's on my wish list. I haven't gotten her yet because I actually took a little bit of a doll break, as
Mhm.
get my act together, and but it's been kind of fun going back and going, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to jump back into this. Who's on my wish list? And I have the original, the one that came out with the Yokohama Doll Museum.
The blue one, the blue one.
Yes, she
Mhm.
is beautiful. But
She's
what could be
pretty.
better than that? A dark-haired
Of
version.
course, right?
So now you have this doll. What are your thoughts? How would you compare?
So, to be honest with you, when it's hard to even pick a favorite.
Yeah,
When you're like you have a first release, which is the first one, the blue one. I thought, oh my god, there's nothing better than this one, and she's
yeah,
just gorgeous. Then I saw the
yeah,
pink version. I was like,
right.
why would they do this to me?
I
Why? Why does she
know.
look
Now it's
so
pink.
perfect?
Great. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, we're two, we're good to go, they're perfect. Then when this version came out, I said, oh my god, because
Exactly.
I just love the dark colors, like
Yeah.
the it's hard to even describe because she's so like the quality. One, the quality of the stock is amazing. Like the
Yeah.
cape is very well made.
Mhm.
It's just the dark galaxy theme color. I think it's just the
Yeah.
contrast is beautiful. So this version to me, beautiful. To be honest with you, if you were to ask me which one's your favorite, I don't think I could even choose because
It's
they
hard.
all alone, they're just perfect just by themselves and
I
by a
agree.
group. I'm even better having them in the group.
Yeah, I mean, you know what Groove does? They know what they're doing. They know we're all completists. Like, we
Yes.
can't just have that doll. We have to have the whole set. And the more that that's why I have like 20 Alice dolls. Like, oh, another Alice. I gotta, yeah. They actually call it another Alice because they
I
know us.
know.
Dang it. Anyway, all right. So that was on Pull Up Style, by the way. Shameless plug for Mike at Pull Up Style, our bestie. We love Mike.
Yes, Mike, you're awesome. Thank
We love
you.
Mike.
You're not making this hobby easy for me. You just keep
No,
giving it to me.
I used to think,
Yes.
before I got to know Mike, I used to think, man, I'm putting this man's kids through college. Now I realize I'm feeding his bunnies,
Yes, his
which is
baby.
even better. Yeah, his babies, his fur babies. All right, so let me see who's next here. Ooh, pull up Claudia. Maybe I can pull up a picture.
Mm,
I wonder if I can get these all on pull up style because I actually like that you can pull up the pictures.
yeah.
I was on Dolly Insider because they actually list them, and I just actually got her. Okay. Can you see her?
Yes,
The
I
picture
see
blowing
her.
up. Great. So I put off getting this stuff. First of all, the stock. Oh my gosh, right? I put off getting her because of the pink eyes. I have a pink eye aversion. And in the photos, am I wrong? It looks brown,
It's true. It's true.
right? You
It's
give
true.
me a brunette with brown eyes, uncle, okay? I'm not made of stone. But when I saw, I think it was Betty who's doing amazing reviews now from Japan, lucky.
Yeah.
I saw those pink eyes and I thought, ooh. Mm. So what
Now,
were your kind of impressions?
I'll be honest with you, the pink eyes kind of threw me off a little
Mm,
bit
mhm.
because I felt that it kind of felt out of place. To be
Yeah.
honest with you,
Yeah.
like you said, if it was brown eyes and she was being a brunette, I said, okay, she's perfect. She kind of reminds me like a Harry Potter themed doll. If
Yeah.
we could go that route, but the pink eyes, uh, not really. I didn't really feel it
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I
same.
like her, but if you were to ask me if she's really one of my top favorites this year, not quite.
Mhm.
Not because she's not perfect in her own way. I think she's
Yeah.
beautiful, but there was just other releases this year that kind of were like, oh, okay, I had to do a double take and look at you again because
I
it
know.
was not only just the face up the stock, but with her, I like her because she reminds me of like Harry Potter, and I like Harry
Yeah.
Potter. So
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. I mean, I love her because many reasons. She does look kind of like a nerdy, cool librarian type, and the brunette hair always gets me. I actually didn't dislike the pink eyes as much in person. It was okay, but you're right. I feel like it was just a slight miss of the target. Like I think they could have done a dark eye and it would have been a perfect doll.
hmm
And but you're right. It has been a super flashy, fun year. Hello, Fluffy. And I think she just gets a little bit buried.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Oh my goodness. Oh, this
Talk
doll.
to me about this girl.
Oh my gosh. I'll be honest with you. Maybe I need to record myself when I'm opening the doll so then you all can see my face when I'm like, oh my
Or
God,
when you
fangirling
open
on
that,
how
yeah.
perfect they are. But just opening her up, I just couldn't stop screaming. I was like, oh, 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 I love, she's one of my favorites this year. I mean, from
Really?
her face up to her stock. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm an animal lover. I love animals, but oh my god, she's beautiful. I'll tell anyone that if you missed out on Pull Up Meg, this would be the one. This would
I
be
was
the
gonna
one for
say.
you.
And she does have the freckles, doesn't she?
Yes, she has
Oh my
her
goodness.
freckles, her eye, her oh,
Okay. Yeah, she wasn't on my radar for a long time, but Linda, who is one of the admins in the Facebook group, also
Mhm.
does YouTube. She just this is she was like a squirrel advocate, and she's the one who kind of made me keep going back to look at her. And I thought, okay, she makes the wish list. Oh my gosh, fluffy
Beautiful.
tail.
And you could actually model, I mean not model, I can't even, oh my god. You could even bend the tail. You could even,
Oh
to her however you
yeah,
like it to put it up, down. It
yeah.
has like little bendy wires there. So I love it, love it, love it. Yeah.
Okay,
One of my favorites this year. One of my favorites.
interesting. All right, Erin. Erin.
Yes, Irene or Irene. So with her, I'll be honest with you, the pictures they just don't do any justice. Like I'll
Really?
be honest with you. I remember when I first saw her, I was kind of like, ah, why did I say nah? To
Yeah,
me, the stock photos just make her look a little bit washed out. Like
yeah.
it just looks too
Agreed.
pastel that you're kind of like,
Hmm.
it was just too pastel for me. And then I was like, I don't know. I thought she would look better with bangs. So it was kind of like one of those things. I'm like,
Right,
she's cute, but I'm not sure. But like you said, I'm a completionist. I saw the
right.
Dow version and I said, oh God, if I
You
get the
have to.
Dow, I need to have the Pullip.
Right, you have to. You
I
can't
have the
sleep.
Pullip. So it was one of those things that I said, you know what? I'm crossing my fingers. I'm gonna get her.
Yeah,
I hope, I don't know. I'm just hoping for like me just to like her. When I saw her, I said, "Oh, hello there. Who
yeah.
are you? You are so pretty."
I've seen that too. I've watched your video. There were a couple of other people who had posted photos, and I thought, wow, this doll's a lot prettier
Yes,
than I thought. And for me, it was the wig. I just thought, holy forehead. That
yes,
is maybe they could have just pulled that wig just a little bit. But then when I see the owner photos, it actually doesn't look as pronounced. So
yeah.
again, I felt like the stock photos really didn't do it justice. What are the eyes like? What are your thoughts on these eyes?
Her
Kind of,
eyes. I like them because they're unique. It's
yeah,
not the typical just a regular eye color. Chip.
yeah,
I like them because they're different, and I like things like that are different. I like when
mhm,
Oof does things outside the box. I really do
yeah,
enjoy that.
yeah.
So I like her eyes for this release. So if you were to put those eyes on a but I think just her as a whole, the eyes just I think they
It works.
it goes together nicely. So I really do like the
Okay. All right. Oh, here's a tough one for me. Zappa.
eyes.
Zappa. Here's something I didn't know about Zappa until I saw somebody do a review. Her eyes are two different colors.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's talk about that wig though.
Ah.
It's tragic. And you didn't know it until you opened because the hat is so distracting and cute.
Yes,
Boom.
yes. So let's talk about the pros and cons on this one. So the
Okay.
pros that I really do like about this release is that her skin color is actually darker than the other
Oh,
colors. So she's tan. She's not like
tan.
pale, pale.
Interesting.
So I really do like that. Again, I like the diversity. I like when there's
Yeah.
diversity.
Yeah.
So I do like that. I do like you were mentioning her eye colors. I thought that's very unique.
That's
Two
really cool
different eye
touch.
chips, beautiful. Her face up. So if I don't even think about that wig for a moment, her
Yeah.
face up is beautiful. I
I
mean, her
know.
face up is just, they did a great job with that face up.
Yeah.
But when we talk about this wig, oh yeah, yeah. Oh my God. It's one of the worst wigs I've seen
Right?
in a good minute. Yeah, it's wild. It's
I
wild to say the
know.
least.
I know. It's really kind of tragic because even the hair color is beautiful. The
Yes,
color is the whole color scheme works. It's just this front. What the heck? What were they thinking?
yeah, not. I was really kind of sad about this one because I've collected for so many years. So over the
Yeah.
years, I've collected most of the steampunk series, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I don't think I have all of them. But I was always so excited for the steampunk outfits because the stock body was great, like kind of like
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
metal feel to it. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
I opened her, it was just like not only the disappointment of the wig, but it was also the disappointment of the stock. Like you could just feel it and see it. Where I was kind of like, oh no, why?
Yeah. Oh, it's so bad. I don't think I realized that all of the stock photos she's wearing the hat.
Mhm. I just realized that. You're
Yeah, I
right.
just realized it now. What
You're
about this one? Is this
right.
just the stock?
Yeah, she was
See, you
a
can't.
disappointment this year. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's too bad. She was actually super high on my list. I had to get her, and then I saw an owner photo with those bangs. Ay, ay, ay. All
Right.
right. Do you have this doll?
No, that's actually one that I do not have.
What's
And
interesting is I think what was Betty? Betty
Betty
did,
has her, I believe, if I'm not
and
mistaken.
I was like, wow, that doll is a lot cuter than I thought. I completely overlooked her because I don't know the series. I don't know this
Mhm.
character. That wig is kind of, it's just not my jam. But I was really surprised at how cute this doll is. Would I buy her secondhand? Yeah, I would. I would buy her secondhand. Would
I
I buy
agree.
her without that wig? Yes.
I agree. To be honest with you, that's actually the main reason why I didn't get her, the wig. I know to some that may not be, a big
Yeah,
deal, but for me that was a deal breaker because it kind of felt out of place. But again, I know it's a collaboration with the series, so
exactly.
it is what it is. But for me, as to have her, I just felt I'm like I can't. It's like if I want to look at her, I don't want to be like staring at that
Ah,
wig. I want to look at her
right,
face. I want to look at her
right.
dress.
It's
The
so
wig is so
distracting.
distracting. Yes,
Yeah. And it's $180 US. It's not I'll get her. You know what I mean? It's at that price, you really need to be a fan, I think.
yes, yes.
All
I
right, who are we
agree.
at? Okay, can we just talk about how timely this gal is? I want to look at her cute face. Oh my gosh.
She
This
is.
is, yeah. This is the doll that actually got me back in. One, because it was quarantine, and I thought, well, what else am I going to do? I need something to make me happy. And this doll, oh my gosh.
She is perfect. Perfect in every shape, way, and form. There's nothing about this doll that I do not like. She's perfect. Like when I saw the stock photos the first time, I literally screamed. And my husband just looked at me and was like, "Let me guess, another
A
Pullip, huh?"
doll.
I said, "Yeah." I
I
mean,
completely agree. One of the
beautiful.
things I love about her are the face up, the little bit of the pink here, the eyes.
Love it. I love it. I
She's,
mean, like if anyone is watching this, which I know they're gonna watch, hopefully, I'm always
please
it's
watch.
so funny. Even
Please
years
watch.
later, I still have that mentality. I'm like, what if they watch?
Are
Do
you
it again.
serious?
Yes, yes. Even though I know there's many people out there that watch me, I always have that mentality that, well, if they watch, that'll be great. I hope you do. So look at me. I'm still thinking that way. Oh my
You
God.
have a video, like one of your Sailor Moon. It's like 150,000 views. It was like one video. You should look on your channel. I can't remember. But it's seriously one video, and it's like close to
Mhm.
200,000 views. I was like, dang girl.
See, and it's funny because I don't look at the numbers. It's funny
Yeah,
because I just do it because I want to, and it comes
exactly.
from my heart. I'm not doing it for attention or for subscribers.
Right.
I just do
Yeah.
it because, so it's funny that you said that because I don't even look at that. Like, I don't even know.
I'm just
Wow.
saying, every once in a while, it's nice to go back and look and be like, no, people are watching me.
Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Woo!
Right. Exactly. Anyway, this one obviously I think was a slam dunk. They got everything right on this. Those little socks and even the hoodie, everything about this
Everything's
doll.
perfect.
Even the wig, I love that it's short, so the hoodie goes on. These are things you don't think about um, until you get the doll and you're fighting with it.
No, she's beautiful, like beautiful. One of my favorites. One of my favorites this year.
I agree. This is another one that I totally don't adorable, but I'm not familiar with the character. Do you have this doll?
Yes, so I do
Okay.
have her, Masuna from Sword Art Online. So it's based on an anime.
Mm.
I've watched a couple of episodes. My husband actually is a bigger fan than I am,
Oh,
him and
okay.
my sister-in-law. So that's how I became familiar with the character. And I actually like this character.
Mm.
So when they first announced her, I was like, oh my God, that is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I was like, even though I'm not a huge fan, like hubby, so I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I know
Right.
everything about this anime, but I
Right.
knew about the anime. So I said, I like the character. She looked to me, she looked really cute. But then I knew it just by looking at the photos. I saw the pleather, and I was like, oh my god, no, no. But I was like telling myself, I'm like, maybe it wouldn't be that bad in person. It's not gonna be that bad.
Right.
But when I got her in person, that's
Oh
another story.
no. Tell me. Dish.
So what's really interesting, so you could see, I think, yeah, it's there on one of the photos, the back of the wig. So she has kind of like a updo, a little bit
Oh yeah,
up.
yeah.
That little piece is so strange because it's not attached to the wig. You're literally, it's like a little piece
Oh,
of wig. Kind of like when you go to like
yeah,
a drugstore and you see
yeah,
those little wig samples on how you
yeah,
dye, like when you
yeah,
dye, like hair dye samples.
yeah.
It literally looks like that, but just with a little wire, and you just like tie it to the back of her hair. So I thought that was kind of like,
Oh,
that's kind of strange.
that's unfortunate.
Kind of strange. And then the pleather parts of the stock, I can already see it that in about a couple of years, yeah, it's not gonna be working.
Oh
But
no.
the pros, I'll be honest with you, anyone that watches this anime, I think will be really happy because she really is accurate to the character, like the way that she
Mhm.
looks, the wig color,
Mhm.
the outfit color, everything is on point. Her face is beautiful, I think, and I really do like that she's able to hold her sword. A lot
Yeah,
of
that is cool.
a lot of anime, I think anime releases that Ruth has done. I don't think they've ever done something like where the actual stock, like there's a little space for them to put the sword or anything like that. I don't think I've seen that
Mhm.
before, so I actually
Mhm.
like that. But to say that she's one of my top favorites this year,
Mm. Yeah, I hear you.
mm, no.
One thing that stuck out to me about her though was I loved her eyes. I thought the eye chips were very kind of cool and different. But other than that, she's largely been off my radar because I'm not familiar with the
Hmm.
character. All right, let's see what else we got here. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I got this one. I couldn't help myself.
Yes, I like
This just speaks to every girlish like characteristic I have. Particia is, and she's so pretty in person. I don't know if when I hit these bigger pictures if they actually pop up. Are you actually seeing that when I click on the pictures if they pop up?
no, no, but it's okay. I think
Yeah.
we could tell we could tell the
I'm
doll.
enjoying the larger
Like,
picture for the record. That's too bad. But so this doll, I saw her, I'm like, well, okay, yep, that's I gotta have all of these, all of the favorite ribbony, Lavert, whatever. You put Lavert something and I'm there. And I saw this doll and thought, must. She is like icing on a wedding cake. I need this in my life. And she didn't disappoint.
no, no, I agree with you. I agree with you on this one because this one, like we were talking about other dolls, and we look at the stock photos, we're kind of like, ah, no. With this one, it was like, oh my god, no, we're
Yeah.
not even playing. We're gonna get her. It wasn't
Yeah.
even a, oh, what if I should? No, no. It was like she's coming home.
Exactly. There's something
Beautiful.
about there's not too many of these dolls that have the gray hair, that have that kind of,
Mm,
white hair or gray hair. And I thought this is just done so well. It's so Marie Antoinette. So I don't know.
yeah,
And the quality is impeccable. So if anybody's considering Partitia, highly recommend. Highly
she's
recommend her.
beautiful. She's up there
Okay,
this
let's see what
year.
we got. Oh my gosh. I think I'm ordering her this week for my birthday. But you know what? I'm gonna have to order
Happy
both of them.
early birthday! When is your
Thank you.
birthday?
It's Tuesday.
Oh
It's
my
Tuesday. So it's sort of self-serving that this con is like a couple days after my birthday. I'm like, everybody, bring me joy. Just kidding. It just happened this way. But my Melody Pink version. I know you
God!
pre-ordered it. Did you get it yet?
Not yet. I actually
Okay.
got the notification, Mike. Got your
Thank you, Mike.
notification. I think it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yes,
Okay,
so
yeah, I know he's been packing them up.
hopefully
Cannot wait.
Monday,
See,
hopefully.
this one, I love the eyes. There's sometimes I'm kind of weirded out when the eyes are all dark, but I think she actually has there's something in the eyes, right? I'm gonna actually blow up one of these pictures.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it's the bowl. I think it's the bowl.
The bows, that's right. I don't think
Like
these
Kuromi had the little skull on her eye, so I
which
think
is
she has.
amazing.
Yes, I think she has the bowl. I'm like, what am I saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
she
the
has the
little
bowl.
bow. I'm dying for this one. I had and you talk about completionist, like I need the My Melody, I need the Hello Kitty, I gotta have Kuromi, like I gotta
Yes,
have
I need
all of
to have my
these.
Sanrio collection intact.
Right. The Sanrio shelf. Yeah. All right, getting down to the bottom here. Okay, I also got this one. I couldn't help myself. I could not help but get purely sherbet
You know how I
because
feel about pastels. I think anyone that's been
yeah,
watching me for years would
yeah,
know that Kiyomi to this day remains. I think she still remains my favorite. To be honest with you, so if I look back at my collection, I think she remains to be like my love.
right. No,
But
I actually saw this one and immediately thought, well, Scarlett's going to have a review up in 5 minutes.
yes,
Um, and it's a unicorn. Come on. I was also not disappointed getting this one in person because there is always this element of you never know what you're going to get.
exactly.
Was it the wig? I will say that I've had some struggles, and now that I'm seeing this photo with getting the hood on, because I didn't want to hide all her adorable hair. So I actually did the ringlets to the front and then put the hoodie over it. Um, but I think it would have been cute if her hair was kind of short like that, like she had the cute little bob and then the hoodie.
It's true. That would have worked. You're right. I could see
Yeah,
that. It would have worked.
yeah. But
Yeah.
one of the things that's interesting about this doll is the shoes. I don't know if I've ever seen. Do you remember her shoes are kind of big? And I'm gonna look here.
Yes.
They're gigantic and
Both.
pastel. Sh-
Yes.
so
Both.
cute.
Both shoes. They remind me of. I don't have this release. It's an older release. I think she's on a type 2 body. What is her name? She has pink and purple outfit. I think it's like purple and pink arm warmers, leg warmers. Oh, I can't remember. But I believe that that release has the same shoes, but of
Has the
course it's
same
another
shoes.
color. Yes.
Now I'm gonna have to go down that rabbit hole. But yes, this one I'm so glad I got it. I actually love that the wig is two color. That's kind of a nice little purple blue.
Well, I love it. There's nothing about that doll I can tell you. No,
That's
yeah,
all you,
yeah,
huh? I
yeah.
know, I
That's
can tell.
all me. That was made. Thank you,
Yeah,
Drew.
right.
For people like me.
You heard me. Thank you. All right, Eclata. Eclata.
Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. I
Oh
cannot wait.
my gosh.
I cannot wait.
Who posted is it Ars Gratia or somebody posted the actual picture where they do the two dolls in the box together. I need to see the picture of the dolls in the box. That's when I feel a little bit better about what I'm getting because I wondered if her face up was going to be kind of plain
That's
because
true.
with the darker skin, they need to go a little bit. They got to get in there and put some color on that face, or it doesn't look like there's anything on it. But she looked exquisite, still
Yes,
innocent, still but it's perfect. I cannot wait to see this one, and I'm
I
gonna have to
can't
have this one
wait.
too.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Veil, ah,
She looks no, she looks flawless. She looks
she
flawless.
does,
And I'm so happy, group. So happy finally. Thank you for giving us another skin tone color. Thank you, thank you, thank
right?
you. Do more.
Of these pretty ones, I mean, I know they did. Was it 2018? Who did they do? It was an anime. I didn't get it. 'Cause I'd seen pictures I didn't care for. Anyway,
Oh
they
my
did do
god.
a darker skin, and I just thought, come on, give us an original release in this skin tone. So, yay, thank you, Grace.
Yes,
All
I'm
right,
happy.
moving down. Hello, Halloween.
Yes,
Yaris. Yes, please. This
yes,
is a yes,
yes,
please.
yes.
This is when I actually, when I saw them announce it, I gasped like out loud, like the audible. Nothing else in life,
I can't blame you because when I saw her, I was like, I love Halloween. Halloween's actually my favorite holiday.
Is
So
it?
yes, yes.
Okay.
So when I saw her, I was like, oh, I did one of those, oh my God, oh my God. I so happy for this one. I can't wait to see her in person.
I know.
Her face up, I think, so far from what
Oh,
I've seen is my favorite.
it
Love it.
looks so pretty. I cannot wait to see this one in person. And then who do we have? Oh, can we talk about Fluffy?
Oh,
This is an explosion of rainbow that I'm going to need. I mean, I think Fluffy is actually the perfect name for it because she
yes,
looks
she looks
like a
fluffy.
stuffed animal.
She looks fluffy.
I know. And you know what? Because I haven't seen any stock owner photos or
Mhm.
anything yet, I feel like this could go either way. I think that she could be as gorgeous and innocent and adorable in these photos, or she can be a hot mess.
It's true.
I'm not sure.
It's true because sometimes I feel with the pastels, like you said, sometimes it's hit or miss. They could either
Yeah,
look too washed out, you're like,
yeah,
oh, or you just never know. She
or
might be the one.
obnoxious. Yeah,
She
I
might
know.
be the one
But
this
I
year.
love that she's different, you know? Like, I'm not a huge fan of the little bun things on the head. That's just not. I love the hoodie with the that's you're killing me. But
I love
I
it.
just don't know, but I'm gonna get her anyway.
Mm.
So there's been other releases, and some of them were canceled. I actually can you see this? This is Dolly
Yes, I see
Insider.
it.
Okay, good. So I wanted to talk briefly about Pullip Saurine.
Oh, we didn't talk about Kuromi. I just realized. I
Oh
think
my gosh, you know why? Because Karomi's
oh,
probably not
Pullip
available
doesn't
right
have
now.
her. I think.
Okay, I'm so glad you said something. So let's see. Is Karomi on here?
Yes,
There she is.
right there.
Saving the best for last. So far, I will say she is my favorite release,
Love her. I love her.
hands
I
down.
love her. When I saw, I'm like, what is wrong with my throat today? When
It's
I
the morning.
saw that, that they were talking about releasing a Kuromi, I was so happy because we've seen Hello Kitty before, we've seen
Yeah.
her in Melodies and
Yep.
everything. So when I saw there was a different character that they were doing, I was so ecstatic. Still am ecstatic because she's beautiful. I love like she's wonderful,
This
wonderful.
doll is pure perfection. I was worried that the bangs weren't going to do the part. They do. The quality of the stock, impeccable. The eyes, even with the little eyelids, the art on the eyelids, and then the skull and her eye chips. That is some next level stuff, Groove. Thank
Yes,
you.
I love it. I love her. This is one of my favorite releases this year.
And I mean, head to toe, she's just completely perfect. I love that it's a kind of a darker, right? They picked a character that had some darker tones to it.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, Kuromi. All right. So let us talk about Pullip Sareen. So she was canceled, right?
She was canceled this year, and
Canceled.
we haven't had a cancellation in years. So this
I
one
know.
was a shocker.
I will say that I feel like the response to her was underwhelming.
Hmm.
I don't and I think that honestly the Facebook group is a great place to kind of gauge interest. I feel like that's the most vocal super fans of Pullip, and I just felt like people were like, mm, which is too bad because I love a redhead. I think she would have been
Me
fun.
too. I love redheads, but I'll be honest, I was kind of one of the ones that said, eh.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's because I don't know. I just felt like the color of the stock, it just didn't really,
Mhm.
I don't know. I just didn't feel like the blue and red kind of went well
I
together.
hear you.
So
I hear you.
if it were like, if we were to talk about this release, but with a different color stock, we could make it work.
I agree. I agree. I think the doll itself looks beautiful. Um, I think the stock is probably what did it in. From
Yeah,
that's in my opinion. I feel like if this beautiful redheaded doll was in a different outfit or a different theme, could have been a completely different story. And
I
then controversial Minerva.
oh, this one was sad. I think this one was a sad one
So sad. Well, for a couple of
for
reasons.
many
One,
reasons. Yes.
this doll is beautiful. That face took my breath away. And then I scrolled down and I saw all those feathers and fur.
I cringed. I cringed. Still am cringing looking at it.
I know it's kind of hard to look at. And you know what? It's a preference. And I know different countries, different whatever, we have different views. But I was sad for two reasons. One, this doll is beautiful and it could have been done differently. And I never like to see fur or feathers or anything. It's just not necessary. It's hard for me for the dolls that I do have, the older releases that have I didn't know any better. You know, in the beginning when you
Mm,
when you first get that doll and you're like, wait a minute, when it occurs to you that it's actually real, it's hard. Whenever I could, I've taken that off. Like I just won't even wear it. I just,
I agree. I'll be honest with you. Same as you, when I got those older releases and I had no idea.
yeah,
Had
you
no
don't.
idea.
Yeah,
And to be honest with you, it never crossed my mind that, a company would do that. It just and then when I saw it in person, I was like, oh my God, it really is real. Like I
yeah,
just couldn't understand why. But I'm glad though on this release they heard us.
yeah,
So
they
I
did.
do appreciate that. I just hope that they do release her. don't completely scrap her out, don't do
No,
that.
don't waste that beautiful
Yes,
face and the
please
hair and
don't.
the
It just let's not do the feathers.
reimagine her. And I'm all about the brown. I'm all about earth tones. So
Yes,
keep
she's
it.
beautiful. Her face, I love that face. I love
So
that.
do I. It's so beautiful. All right. So there was something else I wanted to talk about, and it is Yolame. Do you have Yolames?
Yes, yes, I do.
Actually, there's Yolames, but there is another doll I wanted to talk about, and it is let's just talk about it. What are your thoughts on this canceling of that Groove contest release?
Very sad.
Yeah,
Mixed feelings actually. Sad. I was disappointed,
yeah,
angry to be
yeah,
honest, to the point that I could clear my throat. To the point that I couldn't even look at it anymore because it was making me upset. Like it really was taking me to a level of like,
yeah.
like you I just didn't think it was a good move. So I was not happy about it. I was not happy about it.
I actually think that having no answers really, except we're sorry, we're not doing it, was was a hard pill to swallow. I think that I think with a more honest message, like we've just, it could be COVID. It could be, look, just given our limitations, we're unable to release this doll at this time, or we've canceled it because whatever it is. And I get they're a business and they have to do what they have to do. But that was tough because a lot of us know the artists.
Yeah,
These are people who are our friends and we care about them, and it's tough to see something like that happen.
I was
And
not happy. Like even thinking about it now, it's just very, very disappointed. Very disappointed because they work hard. You know what I mean? They
they
work
worked so
hard.
hard.
We vote. Like it's we're a community, so it's like
Yeah,
we're kind of like sisters and brothers. So it's like
yeah,
when you kind of hurt one of us, we're kind of like, wait a minute, what's
right.
happening here?
Yeah, yeah,
So I wasn't. Still, I'm not happy about that. It just left us hanging.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, there have been a couple of those cancellations, and then especially there was a whole contest around this. I mean, this is a whole campaign to get people involved, and to not follow through is, I don't know, incredibly disappointing, to say the least.
Yes,
Um, so there are a few Yolame. So Yolame made a return.
he
Yay!
came back.
Yes, baby girl still needs some work.
Yes. Tell
I
me
did
about
I
it.
did a review of the Miku. I haven't posted it yet
Oh,
because
I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a
it was
minute, I didn't see it yet. Okay,
it was a messy one because those gigantic hair things will not stay. They were
they will
falling
not.
all over the place, and I just thought, focus. Like, you don't want to edit that out because you want people to get the experience of, oh, if you barely move her, those things are going to come falling out and, yeah, come at you like ninja stars. I think, and this is just me, the stock itself is okay. There were
Hmm.
some improvements. I love her little shoes. I love the socks.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
I think what I mostly had a problem with was the wig. That wig was bad. Yeah, there's no fixing that. I think I could maybe, it does not look like this picture. I will say that. I'm not a huge fan of those eyes. I think the character itself is very cute, and this one has a
Hmm.
little bit of a cyborg Miku.
Yes,
But that's
yes,
just me. That's just me. So, what are your thoughts on this one? Did you get this?
yes. So I
You did.
do have her. To be honest with you, I don't know. I feel, how did I say it? So basically, I didn't want, which I'm glad I didn't do this. I didn't want an exact same replica of the Pullip version
Sure.
on this version.
Hmm.
So when I saw the eye chip, for example, I kind of appreciated it because it was different. I really do love, and I think I've said this before, I do love thinking outside the box. I do
Yeah.
enjoy that. So for me, the eyes weren't really so, it wasn't like a downer for me. It's not like, okay, I
Hmm.
like her because it's different. But what really
Different.
did it for me was like we're talking about the hair
Yeah.
accessories. The
Yeah.
headphone was another one because I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't look like she's singing from
I
it. Like when
know.
you put it on her,
I
it's
know.
behind her head, or
Yeah.
you could never get it on right. So
Yeah.
those those parts for me, it's like if you're releasing a character, you want it to be like the character, right? You
Right.
want it to be functional like the character. So
Right.
to have a release where it's supposed to be a singer, this is a Vocaloid that sings, right? That
Right.
performs, and she can't even have her microphone to her mouth, and it's the back of her head.
Right.
That
I
to me
agree.
huge disappointment. But I do like that they did improve the sock, like you mentioned, especially the socks that they use that to make it look like the boot part. So I do
Yeah,
like that.
so cute. I
That was
know.
very I appreciated that.
I did
So
too. And the stock itself, like the little lacing is different from the pull-up version. So I did appreciate the stock. I'm always manhandling the top half of her. Um,
yes,
but that's okay.
it's hard to
I was
get it on,
excited.
but I'll be honest. I'm happy that we finally have one after how many years?
Oh my
Woo!
gosh, I know. We do feel heard. We do feel
Yes.
heard. So are you going to order the other two? Because there's
So I already have.
Did you get this?
Yes, I pre-ordered them.
Tell me
They haven't
everything.
shipped yet.
Oh,
They
okay.
haven't
You have
shipped yet.
okay.
So to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of the anime, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be like, yeah, huge
It's
fan.
true to whatever, yeah.
No, I'm not. It's not that I'm not a huge fan. It's like I've never really watched it, so I can't really say like I can't give an honest opinion regarding the anime itself.
Yeah.
But what really called me, I'll be honest with you, are those faces. Look at those faces.
Right? Yes. Same. Same with you on that. I am not a huge fan, but those faces killed me. And they look so cute together.
Mhm.
They look like they're besties. I just
Yes,
can't. I'm
that's
hoping that
all.
the quality of that suit is better than the pull-up versions
I'm hoping. As soon as
that
I
they
get
made.
them, I'll be talking about them.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad. This one especially. I
That
guess that
one,
one's
yes.
Ayanami Ray. Oh my gosh.
She's
I
the
mean, I
one that
love a
got my
redhead, but
attention first. But I couldn't get one and not the other.
no, you can't. Uh, These are the things that keep us up at night. So yes, okay, yay! I'm glad you pre-ordered them. I'm going to order them too, but like I said, my list is so long. And then is it Butsy? I don't even. I'd have to look for this one. Pictures of. Is it the unicorn?
What is the
Yolame
name? I'm not sure.
Buzzy. This is the one
Buzzy.
that had all of the. Oh goodness,
Hmm.
Yolame. I couldn't find a picture of it. But you know what I'm talking about? Is it the
Yes.
unicorn one that people were
Here's my phone. Maybe I could pop her up.
yeah, okay.
Let's
Let me
see.
stop share.
Let's see. But yes, the unicorn.
Probably on yeah, so I know that people were excited about this one. When I went to the doll museum in Yokohama, you saw all these kind of prototype dolls. Oh my god, you would have
You're
died.
so lucky. You're
Okay,
so
dream vacay, you and I go to Japan and do the pull-up tour.
oh
Boom.
my god.
Groove, pay for that. Groove, I hope you're listening.
Yeah. Yes, yes. I'm trying to look for her. If you're right, she doesn't really pop up.
Well, it was such a oh my goodness. I know some things are lost in translation. I get that. However, I saw that post and it was something about you had to, it's like a raffle to buy her. There were only 50 of them. And it was, I mean, it was kind of geared toward people in Japan, really, because there's such a huge audience there.
They are. I'm trying to find
There's,
her.
come
Ah!
on, I know they couldn't have taken her off.
Okay, here we go.
Did you
For
find one?
anyone watching, oops, what am I doing? So for anyone that's watching, we are talking about this
Oh,
pretty
the
young lady.
unicorn. The unicorn. And she is so cute. But I think people got very upset, understandably, that we've been waiting so long for this doll. All of us are like
Yes.
throwing money at the screen, like, take it,
Take my money.
take it. And they're like, oh, we're only going to make 50. I wonder, this is speculation completely, but I wonder if maybe people didn't buy a lot of the Mikus and maybe pre-orders aren't strong for the, so I'm wondering, like I said, they're a business. I'm wondering if their decision wasn't strictly based on demand of the previous releases. You should have started with Buzzy,
That's true. No, that's
start with
true.
Buzzy. Come out the gate strong with that. You know what? If you guys need marketing help, I'm your girl.
We're here.
We're right here. We're here for you. Anyway, so I realize now it's been an hour and we've just been chatting about dolls. This is
I
awesome.
know. We just like
Um,
talking conversation. No, I could talk about dolls all day.
same, same. Um, but I wanted to thank you so much for taking the time to do this crazy thing with me.
Yeah, thank
And
you for inviting me.
I'm so glad I finally got to actually talk to you. Like I realized we've never actually talked. So I thank the quarantine, I guess, because who knows? Although I do want to do a meetup in Florida because there are so many of us
Yes,
in
yes,
Florida,
yes.
all clustered kind of, in the same, this part of Florida, the little, whatever you call that. So anyway, when things get better,
One day we have to meet up. We
I
have to.
know,
I would love
I know,
to.
that would be so fun. Anyway, so you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thank you so much. And if for some crazy reason, people, you are not already subscribed to Scarlett's channel, do it now. What do they? What do the kids say? Smash that subscribe button. Smash it.
Yes.
Smash that subscribe. Hit that bell for the notifications. Sorry, I've been watching. I've been watching all these Animal Crossing videos, and so what pops up is other gamers. I'm like,
Yes.
what do these kids say? And they're all like, smash that. Use a hammer. Boom. Smash that like
I
button.
love it though.
Like,
I love it.
gosh. Anyway, so am I seeing you at Animal Crossing party?
Yes, I will be there.
Yay! I know Sharon sent me the guests. So I was like, yeah, Scarlett's
I
coming.
will be
Okay.
there.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you soon. Thank you, dear.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you for having me.
Bye.